So you think carving pumpkins is an ancient tradition? Well, technically you should be carving this. Yeah, a turnip. And once you hear about the drunk Irishman who tricked the devil twice and was banned from both heaven and hell, you're going to be glad that we switched to pumpkins from your garden for this. Let's talk about Jack. First, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more garden history and growing tips from Almost 2 Acres. All right, so picture this. It's ancient Ireland, around 2,000 years ago, and the Celts are celebrating Samhain, basically their version of New Year's Eve, but way spookier. It's the end of harvest season, winter's coming, and they believed that on this night, the barrier between our world and the spirit world was at its thinnest. Dead people? Just walking around, ghosts everywhere. Not ideal. So what did they do? They grabbed turnips and potatoes, because that's what they had growing, hollowed them out, carved scary faces into them, and stuck hot coals inside. Boom, the original jack-o'-lantern. The idea was that these creepy glowing faces would scare away evil spirits, like a no soliciting sign, but for demons. But why are they called jack-o'-lanterns? Because of one very specific Irish troublemaker named Stingy Jack. Legend says Stingy Jack was not a good dude. He was a liar, a drunk, and apparently really good at tricking the devil. One time, Jack convinced the devil to turn himself into a coin to pay for drinks, because of course he did. And then Jack pocketed the coin next to a silver cross, trapping the devil. Classic Jack move. When Jack finally died, heaven took one look at his life and choices and said, nope. But here's the thing. The devil was still salty about being tricked, so hell also said, absolutely not. So Jack was stuck, wandering the earth forever in darkness. The devil, feeling maybe slightly generous, tossed him a single burning coal from hell. Jack carved out a turnip, stuck the coal inside, and used it as a lantern to light his eternal wandering. That's the jack-o'-lantern, a literal lantern for Jack. Who knew etymology could be this dark? So fast forward to the 1800s and early 1900s. Irish and Scottish immigrants are flooding into America, and they bring this tradition with them. They start carving their turnips and potatoes just like back home, but then they discover pumpkins. Now, if you've ever tried to carve a turnip, you know they're small, rock hard, and honestly kind of miserable to work with. But pumpkins? Pumpkins are huge. They're soft. They're easy to carve. And if you're growing them in your own garden like I do, you probably got plenty to work with too. The immigrants basically said, you know what? This is way better. And the switch happened almost overnight. Suddenly, jack-o'-lanterns went from an obscure Irish thing to an all-American Halloween tradition. And here's the cool part for us gardeners. When you grow your own pumpkins, you're literally participating in this centuries-old tradition that merged Celtic folklore with Native American crops. How awesome is that? Plus, homegrown pumpkins carved like butter compared to those grocery store ones that have been sitting around forever. So, jack-o'-lanterns started as turnip lanterns to scare away ghosts during Samhain, got named for an Irishman so bad that neither heaven or hell wanted him, and became the pumpkin tradition we know today because immigrants discovered that American pumpkins are just objectively better for carving. So next time you're carving your Halloween pumpkin, just remember, you're honoring Stingy Jack, the Celtic traditions of harvest, and the Irish immigrants who said, forget turnips, we're using pumpkins instead. See the links in the description to find some neat carving tools that you and the family can use to make your pumpkin or turnip special. And if you like my faith-filled coffee-drinking hippie vibe, please subscribe and bring along your friends. Until next time, let's keep growing pumpkins and turnips and carving them.